Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our seminar on engineering overview and solutions for construction of modern, safe green buildings and allied infrastructures. My name is Saroj Kansing, and I'm thrilled to be your anchor for today's enlightening session. Before we proceed, I would like you to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to the organizations, measures GBS Energy Private Limited, and especially Mr. Amitav Ghosh for organizing this seminar. Your hard work and dedication have made this event possible, and we truly appreciate the effort you have put in bringing us all together. I would also like to extend a special thank you to our esteemed chief guests and speakers in the inaugural session, Mr. Debabrata De, Mr. Amitav Ghosh, Ms. Anamika Das, Mr. Subir Ranjan Ghosh, Dr. Nishit Mandal, Mr. Prashun Chakravarti, and Mr. Indrajit Gupta. I would also thank the speakers in the main session, followed by two interactive sessions, for making it to the event, and other attendees, without which this event would not have been possible. Your presence here today not only honors us, but also inspires all of us to strive for excellence in our pursuit of sustainable engineering solutions. Thank you once again for your invaluable contributions and support. As we stand on the brink of a new era in construction and architecture, the imperative for sustainable building practices has never been more pressing. With the global population steadily increasing and urbanization accelerating, the demand for modern, safe, and environmentally friendly structures is paramount. Green buildings not only enhance energy efficiency and reduce carbon footprints, but also create healthier living and working environments. Throughout our seminar, we'll explore the multifaceted challenges and opportunities associated with construction of green buildings. We will delve into innovative engineering solutions that address these challenges, from cutting-edge materials to advanced construction techniques. Our expert speakers will provide insights into latest trends and technologies that are shaping the future of sustainable infrastructure. Moreover, we will discuss the roadmap to achieve these ambitious goals, focusing on collaboration among engineers, architects, policymakers, and communities. Thank you for joining us today. I would encourage you to actively engage with our speakers and participate in the discussion that will follow. Let's embark on this journey towards building a better tomorrow. We shall now start with the Swagatam.
कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम्
Thank you, organizers, for this inaugural of the seminar.
Sir, let us first mourn the untimely demise of our beloved Mr. N. Saha with 1 minute silence.
Yes, we observe 1 minute's silence in memory of our beloved friend Niranjan Saha.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Amitabh sir, you may proceed.
Yeah. No, I think as Devbroto Dey is told, Devbroto, you start. We have lost our great friend, philosopher, and very close person, Mr. Niranjan Saha, who was associated with us for a long time and with whom we had the opportunity to conduct 12 seminars. And this is the 13th seminar we are doing. I'll come to that on details. But before that, I will ask Mr. Devobroto De, his old colleague and also great associate, to talk on this subject. Mr. De, please.
Thank you, sir. And let me say something. Actually, Mr. In Saha was my superior, was my boss, and it is very sad news that he passed away untimely. The point is, on 10th April, 10th April, around 3:47 a.m. in the morning, I got a call from his daughter Onamika that Mr. In Saha has passed away at 1:54 a.m. in the morning on 10th April in Apollo Hospital. Then I tried to intimate all our colleagues, superiors, seniors, whoever I actually is in touch with me. And also I spread the message in WhatsApp and Facebook so that each and everyone uh, can come to the residence of Mr. Saha to pay the last homage. Uh, and actually, thereafter, we have gone there and we actually paid our homage. Mr. Amitabh Bose was there. Our former managing editor of PDCL, Mr. B.K. Pal, Mr. S. Mahapatra, and the director, Mr. Kushal Chakravarti, was there. And we paid our last actually homage. And after that, something was done by the family, and we conducted one condolence meeting on 22nd April. 22nd April, actually, it is a very it is a you can say it's a black day. All of you know it's a black day in the history of India. That 26 actually brave person of India was killed and shot dead in actually in Boisharan by some terrorists. That is why 22nd April is very much known to us. But at that time, at that point of time, it was not known to us. We made a condolence meeting in the Hotel Sojourn, and all the colleagues, all the friends, school friends, college friends, friends, colleagues, all came in that particular meeting, and it was a very actually uh, successful meeting. It was held, and everyone paid their homage, including the PDCL top brass also came with WPDCL top brass. And so far as I can say, so far as Mr. Niranjan Saha is concerned, I can say he is something like umbrella. Umbrella, my umbrella. Actually, on I have lost the umbrella on 10th April. Uh, but it is also true that he was suffering from a very critical disease from last September 2024, and almost 7 months he fought bravely. He fought bravely, but actually, it is very unfortunate that she could not survive. Actually, the 10th or after 10th chemo, he could not actually take it further away, and ultimately, with a lot of pain, we gone on. Before that, maybe on 9th also, we visited the hospital, and we have seen him. Myself, Mr. Pusun Chakravarti, Mr. Urnama Ghosh, we all see him. But at that time, he was in a very bad condition, and actually, that is we thought it was the ultimate time. And So far as my actually working experience is concerned, he was my senior. I told you is my umbrella and something like my umbrella over my head, and we have implemented Bokkut 5 into 200 megawatts, then Sagar Digi 2 into 300 megawatt, then Santaldi 1 into 250 megawatt, and also Sagur Digi 2 into 500 megawatt. That is initial actually award of contract, up to award of contract. Then this is a long journey. You can say it's a long journey with Mr. Saha, and always he actually given us the right direction, right advice, right suggestion, everything, and actually maybe he was my boss, but I can say he is a very good friend also. And or sometime when there is some actually collective gathering, he always took me in the gathering. And what I can say, it is a great loss for me. It is a great loss for GBS, and it is a great loss for WAPDCL. And not only that, he was when he was in Dongfeng Electric Corporation. He has also, perhaps you have seen the DEC tower in Newtown. It was his brainchild. He did lot of thing, a lot of job has been done by him for the this DEC tower in Newtown. He was closely associated with the implementation of that particular DEC tower. And these are all I can say. And again, I tell you, it is very untimely death. Actually, I can't just digest this untimely death. And I pray to God, wherever he is there, let his soul rest in peace. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would now request Mr. Amitav Ghosh to say a few words.
Uh, Soroj, I would request next man, Mr. Shuvir Ghosh, to talk. I will come later.
Okay, sir. Okay, sure, sir. Mr. Subir Ghosh, sir, you may speak a few words about Mr. Niranjan Shah, sir.
Followed by Mr. Prasun Chakraborty.
Yeah.
Um, Thank you all. Good evening. I am almost repeating what I had said during that memorial service condolence meeting that we had earlier. In fact, my relationship with Niranjan had been one-dimensional. We were just schoolmates and carried on since 1952. Thereafter, in the college for 5 years, though we are placed in a different discipline, uh, but used to meet. But I must say that during those period, we were not so intimate, but we are friends all along. We live almost in the same locality of Maniktala, grew up there, but I lived near Maniktala Bazaar, where he was near Bengal Chemical. The connection that time used to be a bus number 13, which is extinct now. And we used to, in a group, come back from the Cornwall Street, our school campus, right up to the places. Then we used to depart respective areas. In fact, in 1968, after our college days, we coincidentally was placed in New Kashipur Power Station in CSC, and probably those 10 months we had chatted so much regarding our future, our would-be destinations. And even I remember we futile search for Ilish March at the CSCJT for days together in the afternoon. The boats used to pass by, we used to ask whether they still carry some Ilish for us. Those were the days. I had a chance meeting, as I said, in 1999 at Haldia Petrochemicals office when he and Mr. B.K. Paul visited us at the behest of the government to help us out during our pre-commissioning of captive power plant. But those were not mobile days, so we did not have left any contact. So I again missed him. But I had two good friends, one from the school days, and he also had been a classmate of Niranjan at the college, Indrajit Bashu, who is no more with us. And another friend, my college mate, uh, uh, they used to be placed in the power board, and I used to get some information of Niranjan from them. After 2013, when with the enthusiastic attempt of some of our friends, we could meet our Golden Jubilee celebration of our passing out from Scottish Church in 1963. In 2013, our bonds were reignited. Courtesy go Amitabh, who helped us in hosting number of meetings at his houses, thereafter in many more places. For the past 12 years, we are so close to each other, meeting places, going round to the inside the country, even abroad, chatting often on the phone. And then I remember uh, last year in May, in fact, he fell unwell. I'm not sure any more people know about it. He had a visit to Darjeeling along with his daughter's family, and he came back and told me he was unable to negotiate the slopes. Then he met the doctor. There was a traditional treatment regarding his low hemoglobin. And when it was improved, he again felt that we can make another two. We planned it to, somehow it did not materialize in July before September. Yes, sometime in July we called off when we were planning to visit in September. He was diagnosed in September early, and thereafter you all know how the things passed. Um, he left indelible mark in my memory because probably because of his kind nature and excellent personality. He was never loud. Probably this is how still today uh, I very often remember how we discussed. Um, I think come July, I will again remember him because we used to consult each other for filing my ITR. There are very few of us who used to file ITR of our own. He was one of them. So we used to discuss what are the new rules, how the forms are to be filled up. And again, in coming July, I will remember him. I think because last few occasions when we met in the hospital or in his house, I was astonished by his fighting quality. Not really make him survive. It was very unfortunate that we lost such a friend and guide. He was one of the soul behind all this seminar. He was a silent motive force, and I think uh, this is an apt occasion where we can always pay homage to that kind soul. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words. May I now request Mr. Prashun Chakravarti, sir, ex-director WBDCL, to say a few words about Sri Niranjan Shah, sir.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes, acha. Actually, Niranjan, let me tell in Bengali. I think I will understand Bengali. Nobody here do
Yes,
not
sir,
understand.
I'll understand
Huh?
Bengali.
So
But
I would like to talk in Bengali. This is our mother language. I think there should not be any objection in talking in Bengali.
Okay, okay. Okay.
সো নিরঞ্জন অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমার প্রায় 54 বছরের বন্ধুত্ব আমার সঙ্গে, 54 ইয়ার্স। মানে আমরা একই সঙ্গে একই বছরে পাশ করেছি 68-এ, কিন্তু আমি যাদবপুর থেকে নয়, আমি অন্য কলেজ থেকে পাশ করি, জলপাইগুড়ি ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং কলেজ থেকে। কিন্তু আমাদের চাকরি জীবন প্রায় একসঙ্গে শুরু হয়। ও একটু আগে, কয়েক মাস আগে জয়েন করেছিল, আমি তার কয়েক মাস পরে জয়েন করেছি, মানে 1969-এ। WBSEB তখন তো ছিল ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল স্টেট ইলেকট্রিসিটি বোর্ড, পরে ওটা ভেঙে 3টে ভাগ হয়ে গেছে এখন। তো সেই সময় থেকে ওর সঙ্গে আমার বন্ধুত্ব। আমরা ইনিশিয়ালি ওই ডায়মন্ড হারবার রোডে তখন WBSEB-র হেডকোয়ার্টার ছিল, অক্সিজেন, ইন্ডিয়ান অক্সিজেন হাউসে, ওইখানে আমরা জয়েন করেছিলাম। নিরঞ্জন তখন ছিল নিউ সেক্রেটারির বিল্ডিংয়ে। তারপরে আমাদের ওখান থেকে অফিস শিফটিং হয়ে NS বিল্ডিংয়ে চলে আসে, এবং সেখানে আমরা মিট করি আর কি। ওইখানে ও ছিল সান্তালডি পারচেস ডিপার্টমেন্টে, কলকাতা থেকে যেটা পারচেস সেল ছিল সেখানে ও যুক্ত ছিল। আর আমি ছিলাম থার্মাল প্ল্যানিং সেলে। ওখানে একই ফ্লোরে আমরা কাজ করতাম, কিন্তু ওর ডিপার্টমেন্ট আলাদা, আমার ডিপার্টমেন্ট আলাদা। যাই হোক, ওখানে আমাদের বন্ধুত্ব হয়, এবং তারপরে সেই বন্ধুত্ব কন্টিনিউয়েশন হয়। তারপরে ও বদলি হয়ে যায় সাঁওতালডি থার্মাল পাওয়ার স্টেশনে, সেখানে তার কয়েক মাস পরে আমিও ওখানে বদলি হয়ে যাই একই জায়গাতে, এবং তারপরে আমরা একসঙ্গে অনেক বছর সাঁওতালডিতে ছিলাম। ও ওখানকার একটা গ্রুপের শিপচার্জ ইঞ্জিনিয়ারের দায়িত্বে ছিল, আমিও একটা গ্রুপের শিপচার্জ ইঞ্জিনিয়ারের দায়িত্বে ছিলাম। এইভাবে আমাদের বহুদিন কাটার পরে তারপরে ও চলে আসে ব্যান্ডেলে 50 ইউনিট কমিশনিংয়ের জন্য আর কি। তো সেখানে ওরা 50 ইউনিট কমিশনিংয়ের সঙ্গে যুক্ত হয়। আর আমি তার কিছুদিন পরে কোলাঘাটে চলে আসি থার্মাল পাওয়ার স্টেশনে। তখন ওটা 3 নম্বর ইউনিট তখন চালু হবে আর কি, কমিশনিং স্টেজে চলে এসেছিল। তো আমি চলে আসি, নিরঞ্জনও তখন কোলাঘাট থেকে, ব্যান্ডেল থেকে চলে আসে কোলাঘাটে, এবং আমরা একসঙ্গে বহু বছর কোলাঘাটে থাকার পরে তারপরে তো আমরা মানে দুজনেই কলকাতায় চলে আসলাম। চলে আসার পরে ও চলে গেল বক্রেশ্বরে GM হয়ে, আমিও কোলাঘাটে জেনারেল ম্যানেজার হয়ে ফিরলাম কলকাতা থেকে। সেখানে আমরা দুজনে দুটো সাইটে জেনারেল ম্যানেজার হিসেবে চার্জে ছিলাম। তো এইভাবে কিছুদিন পরে, বেশি দিন থাকতে হয়নি GM, প্রায় 2 বছর মতো প্রায় ছিলাম। তারপরে চলে আসি কলকাতায়, এবং আমরা দুজনে একই সঙ্গে ডাইরেক্টর হিসেবে অ্যাপয়েন্টেড হই বাই গভর্নমেন্ট অফ ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল। তা ও দেখতে হচ্ছে প্রজেক্ট সাইটটা, আর আমি দেখতাম বাকি সমস্ত এরিয়াটা, HR, ফুয়েল ম্যানেজমেন্ট, তার সবগুলো রানিং পাওয়ার স্টেশনের অপারেশন মেনটেনেন্স, তারপরে আমাদের অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেশন, সবটাই আমি দেখতাম আর কি। HR-এ থাকলে যা দেখতে হয় সবই দেখতাম। তো এইভাবে আমরা বহুদিন দুজনে ডাইরেক্টর হিসেবে কাজ করার পরে তারপরে তো আমরা রিটায়ারমেন্ট নিই। মানে ও একটু আগে চলে যায়, রিটায়ারমেন্ট বয়স আমাদের 2007-এ ছিল। তো তারপরে তারপরে আমরা ছিলাম আর কি, আমাদের ওটা কন্টিনিউড হয়েছিল, অ্যাজ ডিরেক্টর কন্টিনিউড হয়েছিল। এবং আমি পরে রিটায়ারমেন্ট নিই, ও তার আগে রিটায়ারমেন্ট নেয়। আমি 2010-এ ছেড়ে দিই WPDCL, আর ও বোধহয় তার 1 বছর আগে, যতদূর মনে হচ্ছে, বোধহয় ছেড়েছে। ও আর মিস্টার মহাপাত্র দুজনে। এইভাবে আমাদের, কিন্তু তারপরেও রিটায়ারমেন্টের পরে যোগাযোগ আমাদের অক্ষুণ্ণ ছিল, কারণ আমাদের একটা গ্রুপ, 5 জনের গ্রুপ ছিল। আমি, দেবব্রত দে, বীরেনজিৎ পাল, মিস্টার মহাপাত্র, আর নিরঞ্জন, এবং আমাদের আরেকজন বন্ধু ছিল অজয় চ্যাটার্জি, সেও আমাদের এই 5 জনের গ্রুপে ছিল। আমরা পিরিয়ডিক্যালি মিট করতাম, 2 মাস 3 মাস বাদে বাদে কারো না কারো বাড়িতে মিট করতাম, একসঙ্গে সারাদিন গল্প গুজব করে সন্ধ্যের দিকে চলে যেতাম। এইভাবে আমাদের এতদিন চলছিল আর কি। তারপরেই তো হঠাৎই খবর আসলো, আমি তো নর্থ বেঙ্গলে ছিলাম, ওই আমাকে ফোন করে বলল যে তুমি কেমন আছো। আমি বললাম যে আমি তো এখানে নর্থ বেঙ্গলে আছি। বলে আমার তো শরীর ভালো নেই, আমার এরকম একটা ব্যাপার হয়েছে। তাই বললাম আরে আর শুনে আমি ওকে বললাম কোনো চিন্তার কিছু নেই, আরে হয়ে যাবে, সব ঠিক হয়ে যাবে, যা আমরা বলি উৎসাহ দিই আর কি, যতটা আমরা গিয়েই দেখা করব, তোমার সঙ্গে যাব। এবং তারপরে ও যখন অসুস্থ অবস্থায় আমরা 3বার অন্তত ওর বাড়িতে গেছি এবং ওর সঙ্গে কথাবার্তা বলেছি, ভালো স্পিরিটেই ছিল, মানে আমাদের যাওয়াতে আরো খুশি হতো আর কি। আমরা 3বারই গেছিলাম, যখন আমি, বীরেনজিৎ পাল, মিস্টার মহাপাত্র, তারপর দেবব্রত দে, আমরা মিস্টার অজয় চ্যাটার্জি, আমরা সবাই যেতাম, ও খুব খুশি হতো। লাস্ট ওর বাড়িতে গেছিলাম, তখন আমাদের পিডিসিএল থেকে একজন এসেছিলেন, মিস্টার অসীম রায়চৌধুরী, ও ওখানে পিআর সেলের চার্জে আছে, জেনারেল ম্যানেজার। তো ও এসেছিল, ও অনেক ইন্টারেস্টিংলি ব্যাপারটাকে খুব আকর্ষণীয় করে ফেললো আর কি, আমাদের ওই মিটটাকে, লাস্ট মিটটাকে ওর বাড়িতে অত্যন্ত আকর্ষণীয়, কারণ ও নিজে ফিল্মে অভিনয় করে, খুব ভালোই অভিনয় করে, অনেক ফিল্মে ওকে দেখা গেছে অসীম রায়চৌধুরীকে। সেই জন্য ও অনেক ইন্টারেস্টিংলি ব্যাপারটাকে ওখানে আমাদের মিটটাকে খুব করেছিল, এবং তার ছবিও চারিদিকে সার্কুলেট করে দিয়েছিল, আমাদের সবার একসঙ্গে ছবি আর। তারপরে তো আমি চলে গেলাম আমার নি সার্জারির জন্য, চলে আসলাম বম্বেতে, এবং বম্বেতে অনেকদিন ছিলাম, 3 মাস। ফিরেই আমি খবর পেলাম যে ও খুব ক্রিটিক্যাল অবস্থায় আছে। মিস্টার মহাপাত্র বললো চলো কালকে আমরা চলে যাই, গিয়ে ওকে দেখে আসি। তো আমরা তখন শেষ অবস্থা তখন, তো আমরা গিয়ে, যেটা দেবব্রত দে বললো যে আমরা কয়েকজন হসপিটালে তার 2-3 দিন আগেই গিয়ে দেখা করেছিলাম। প্রথমে তো আমি ওকে চিনতেই পারিনি, মুখের অবস্থা বা চেহারা এমন হয়েছে যে আমি দাঁড়িয়ে ভাবছি যে এটা কি নিরঞ্জন সাহা না অন্য কেউ, আমি চিনতেই পারছি না ওকে। বললো যে হ্যাঁ ইনি নিরঞ্জন সাহা। মানে এমন চেহারা অবস্থা হয়ে গেছে যে তখন আগেকার সেই আর নেই আর কি, সেই নিরঞ্জনকে আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি না আর কি। তা আমি অবাক হয়ে ওর সামনেই দাঁড়িয়েছিলাম, প্রথমে কিছু কথাই বলতে পারিনি। তারপর ওই আমাকে বরঞ্চ ওই অবস্থাতে জিজ্ঞেস করছে তোমার পায়ের অবস্থা কেমন। তা আমি অবাক হয়ে গেলাম, আগে নিজের শরীরের এই অবস্থা, শেষ অবস্থা, সে আমার খবর দিচ্ছে আমার পায়ের অবস্থা কেমন। তো যাই হোক, ওখানে কিছুক্ষণ কথাবার্তা বলে আমরা তো বাই টার্ন সবাই গিয়ে দেখা করেছি, বেরিয়ে এসেছি। এইভাবে আর কি আমরা, সে তার 2 দিন পরে খবর পেলাম যে নিরঞ্জন আর নেই আর কি, ও আমাদের ছেড়ে চলে গেছে। এটা মানে আর, মানে আমরা ধরেই নিয়েছিলাম লাস্ট দেখার পরে যে ওর আর সময় ঘনিয়ে এসছে, সেটা ধরেই নিয়েছিলাম। সেই জন্য আমাদের আর মানে কিছু করার ছিল না বা বলার কিছু ছিল না। তো সেই অবস্থায় আর কি আমরা নিরঞ্জনকে হারালাম। আমি তো ভাবতেই পারিনি ফাইনালি এই জায়গাটায় গিয়ে পৌঁছবে, কারণ ডাক্তার খুব গোড়াতে তার অন্তত মাস 2 আগে পর্যন্ত আমরা জানি খুব ভালো ইমপ্রুভিং আর কন্ডিশন, এবং এই যে লাস্ট কেমোটা হয়ে গেলে হয়তো বেটার হয়ে যাবে, তখন সমস্যা থাকবে না, এটাই আমাদের ধারণা ছিল। কিন্তু এইরকম জায়গায় লাস্টের দিকে চলে যাবে সেটা আমরা ভাবতেই পারিনি। তো সেই আর কি, এখন সেই ওর স্মৃতি নিয়ে আমাদের বাকি জীবনটা কাটাতে হবে। মনে হবে যে ও এখনো আমাদের সামনে আছে, আমাদের পাশেই আছে, এবং আমরা দুজনে বা আমরা যারা খুব ক্লোজে আছি এখনো ওর সঙ্গে, ওর এ নিয়ে যুক্ত আছি, এখন ওর স্মৃতির সঙ্গে যুক্ত আছি। এই চিরকাল থাকবে, এই স্মৃতি নিয়ে আমরা থাকবো। তা আমি আমার বক্তব্য শেষ করার আগে নিরঞ্জনের স্মৃতির উদ্দেশ্যে একটা যে 2 লাইনের রবীন্দ্রনাথের গান করি, তাতে কার অসুবিধা আছে কিনা? ওর স্মৃতির উদ্দেশ্যে আমি একটু এটা ছোট্ট একটা রবীন্দ্রনাথের একটু গান করতে
হ্যাঁ,
চাইছিলাম,
প্লিজ প্লিজ করুন।
কারণ আমার একটু গান টান করার অভ্যেস আছে, ওই জন্যই বলছিলাম আর কি। আমি নিজে দক্ষিণীতে 5 বছরে একটা কোর্স করেছি গানের উপরে। দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের পাড়ে, দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের পাড়ে আমার সুর গুলে পায় চরণ আমি পাইলে তোমারে দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের পারে বাতাস বহে মোরে মোরে আর বেঁধে রে খোলা তোরে বাতাস বহে মোরে মোরে আর বেঁধে রে খোলা তোরে এসো এসো পার হয়ে মোর হৃদয় মাঝারে দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের পারে তোমার সাথে প্রাণের খেলা দূরের খেলা যে বেদনাতে বাঁশি বাজায় সকল বেলা যে তোমার সাথে প্রাণের খেলা দূরের খেলা যে বেদনাতে বাঁশি বাজায় সকল বেলা যে তাদের নিয়ে আমার বাঁশি বাজাবে গো আপনি আসি তাদের নিয়ে আমার বাঁশি বাজাবে গো আপনি আসি আনন্দময় নীরব রাতের নিবিড় আধারে দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের পাড়ে আমার সুর গলে পায় চরণ আমি পাইনে তোমারে দাঁড়িয়ে আছো তুমি আমার গানের পাড়ে এই বলে আমার একটা স্মৃতির উদ্দেশ্যে ছোট একটা গান করে আমার বক্তব্য এখানে শেষ করলাম থ্যাংক ইউ
Thank you sir for your heartfelt words and nice memories of Mr. Shah. Now I would request Mr. Prashun Indrajit Gupta, ex Deputy MD SBI and MD SBA CAPS, to say a few words on his relationship and memories of Shri Niranjan Shah sir. Sir, kindly keep your speech brief and preferably within 1 minute.
আমার বন্ধু নিরঞ্জন নিরঞ্জনের সঙ্গে আমার আলাপ হয়েছে সেই 70 বছরেরও আগে দুজনেই অত্যন্ত বালক ক্লাস 2তে ভর্তি হয়েছিলাম স্কটিশ কলেজে একই পাড়ার ছেলে সেই বন্ধুত্ব বহু বহু বছর ধরেই আছে তার কেননা স্কুলে ক্লাস 11 তারপরে ক্লাস 11-এর পরে আবার একই কলেজে যাদবপুর ইউনিভার্সিটিতে একই ডিপার্টমেন্ট ইলেকট্রিক্যাল ইঞ্জিনিয়ারিং সেখানে 5 বছর বড় একটা দেখা যায় না 16 বছর একসঙ্গে পড়া শুধু পড়া নয় খেলাধুলো একই মাঠে ফুটবল খেলা ইত্যাদি এবং একই সঙ্গে কলেজে যাওয়া এই বন্ধুত্বটা যথেষ্টই এই 16 বছরে তো প্রগাঢ় হয়েছিলই তারপরে অবশ্য কিছুদিনের জন্য একটা গ্যাপ পড়েছিল যখন ওর কর্মস্থলে চলে গেল মোস্টলি ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গলের এখানে ওখানে, আর আমি গেলাম ইন্ডিয়ার এখানে ওখানে। তারপরে আবার সেই ফিরে দেখা দুজনের, যখন দুজনেই রিটায়ার করলাম এবং কলকাতায় স্থিত হলাম, তখন আবার আবার সেই আলাপ আলাপ যেটা কিছুদিনের জন্য থামা ছিল, সেটাকে আবার প্রায় রিওয়াইন্ড করার মতো করে করা গেল এবং আমাদের ঘন ঘন দেখা হতে লাগলো, আলাপ আলোচনা, আড্ডা দেওয়া, সমস্ত কিছু হতে লাগলো। তখন আমাদের বন্ধুদের গ্রুপটাও অনেক বড় হয়েছে এবং প্রায়ই আমরা মিট করতাম। তারপরে হঠাৎ একদিন ও অসুস্থ হয়ে পড়ল। সেই অসুস্থতা যে এভাবে টার্মিনাল একটা অসুখে পরিণত হবে এটা বোঝা যায়নি, সেটা হঠাৎ করে তাও একদিন হয়ে গেল। যাই হোক, সেটা তো মেনে নিতে হবে সবাইকেই। আমাদের আরও কিছু বন্ধু আমাদের ছেড়ে চলে গেছে এবং আমাদের সেটা কারুরই ভালো লাগেনি। নিরঞ্জনের ছেড়ে যাওয়ার বেদনাও সকলের মধ্যে রয়েছে। নিরঞ্জনের অনেক কলিগ, অনেক আরও বন্ধু ওর সম্বন্ধে বললেন, একই কথা সকলেরই মনে আসবে যে অত্যন্ত অমায়িক ভদ্রলোক এবং একই সঙ্গে স্থিতধী এবং যাকে বলে অত্যন্ত ঠান্ডা মাথা মানুষ। তার যে পরিচয়টা সবাই দিলেন তার কর্মক্ষেত্রে, সেটা আমি জানতাম না, কিন্তু একই জিনিস আমিও নজর করেছিলাম যে ও অত্যন্ত ঠান্ডা মাথা এবং বিচক্ষণ মানুষ, অথচ লোকের সঙ্গে সকলের সঙ্গে ভালো ব্যবহার করে। ফলে অবধারিত সে হবে একজন রিয়েলি ভালো অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেটর। তাই হয়েছিল, বহু উচ্চ পদে উঠেছিল। যাই হোক, হঠাৎ আমাদের ছেড়ে গেল। সে দুঃখ আমাদের সকলের কাছে আছে এবং থাকবেও চিরকাল। এই বন্ধু বিয়োগ এই প্রথম নয়, আমাদের এত বয়স হয়ে গেছে, এ আগেও হয়েছে। কিন্তু তাও প্রার্থনা করি ভগবানের কাছে, নিরঞ্জন যেখানেই থাকুক যেন ভালো থাকুক। আমাদের সকলের শুভেচ্ছা ইত্যাদি যদি কোনো দাম থাকে সেটা রইল। নিরঞ্জন ভালো থাক।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words. May I now request Dr. Nishit Mandal, sir, to say a few words? Dr. Mandal, are you there?
Sorry, I was muted. Good evening, everybody. It's a nice occasion for the seminar what Mr. Ghosh Amitabh has organized. But very unfortunately, like in all the past seminars that was done, at least these two phases were a permanent feature there. I always recall that Niranjan used to give a briefing about what GBS is doing, etc., etc. Frankly speaking, here many are there who have had a very long association. In fact, Amitabh has his association is from the school days. Probably I am the one of the very few who has the very shortest association with Niranjan Saha, but thanks to Amitabh, I came across Niranjan. I think from 2018 only, after my retirement from Kharagpur, we had been talking over various things. I visited their office. Those days it used to be in Newtown. There I met Niranjan. And then eventually in very many meetings or just discussions, various things, I had a good association with him. Anyway, and it was going as I say, that we used to discuss often with Amitabh. It used to be, we had been then trying to do something with the hydel projects, and Mr. Ghosh used to say, if he talks to Niranjan will get angry. He will say, what hydel? He used to always go for thermal projects. I mean, that's very natural. That was the spirit. The whole life he has spent with the thermal stations. So all these things in light humor used to go. Then one day he told me that Niranjan is not doing well. I said, "What happened?" These things. Who is it? He is in Apollo. One day I visited him in Apollo. That day he was okay. He was mentally extremely down, but otherwise looking little better. He'll be just the following day or something like that. He was released because you may know that he was admitted in two phases like that. So it was the first admission after certain cycles of chemo. Then he was released. Went home. We thought that okay, maybe things will move in a good direction. So he got somehow very much mentally disturbed for reasons of years. And then it was going like that. Again, after some period, I came to know from doctor that he's again admitted. And well, this time he didn't survive, so to say. As Mr. Kusun was telling, I mean, in that time, if one went and saw him, it would have been, it was a shock to see him. He was such a figure, such a jovial. I mean, with that physique, everything, he became very, very frail and different altogether. Well, very unfortunately, we don't have with us today Niranjan Saha. What I can say is that, well, it's quite, these are the very, very stark reality of life that we come here, play for a couple of, for a certain period and then leave. That is the rule. But, well, those who are left behind in the field, they will keep remembering the previous players. And the only thing we can do is to pray to the Lord Almighty that so that He gets an eternal peace, because that is what we are all hankering for. We are all looking for. That is what is peace. So, in our Hindu scriptures, we believe that, well, uh, this is cycle of life and death. You keep coming. Only then you get a total peace. When this cycle is, you break away from the cycle. So that is what we are praying. I say we need to pray that Niranjan breaks out from this cycle of life and death and goes in the lap of Lord Almighty for a eternal peace. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words. Mr. Amitavo Ghosh, sir, final words from your end about Sri Niranjan Shah.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for their speeches. Am I audible?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
With Niranjan, I had a type of association which is not normal. We were, of course, schoolmates, so we spent around 9-10 years. And after that, there was a gap of 50 years, 50. In these 50 years, I only knew that he has joined Jadavpur and I was in Kharagpur. That's all. And I had no information on that. After 50 years, when maybe I was 66 years old, he was also of the same age, we met in our school reunion, 50 years reunion, we met. So you have a relationship of 10 years and then a gap of 50 years. So after I asked him, what are you doing? He said, I am working in Dongphang. He was an advisor of Dongphang. I was in Titagarh that time. So I said, why don't we associate for some work, particularly power sector. So that was the time when we did a lot of work, hydro, solar, and all this work. And we traveled to China together. And within a short period, we became very close. We went to Australia also and there, another country. And then after that, I told him that why don't you make a company? So at the age of 70, which is not normal, we made this company GBS Energy. So he said, okay, let's do it this way. And after that, I think last 12, 13 years, he was my closest friend. Maximum time I used to talk to him. And in between, as Nishid was telling, we made 12 seminars starting from 2019, offline and online, in different areas, steel, power, engineering, everything. And finally, he came to a stage, it is very unfortunate, when I could see that days are numbered, actually. And that time, he used to tell me that whatever we have done, you take it forward. And that is the reason I am taking, because he said that you should not stop, because I am stopping for some reason. But if there is no reason, you should not stop. Very dynamic, and he was a very, very nice character. I never had a single day I could see that he is not, he is angry. He's a very, very peculiar, man, and very calm and quiet, and rare quality. And there, through him, I found the, circle of his circle with the power sector, as Mr. Proshun Chakraborty and others. And we made couple of seminars also on the power sectors and all. Today, I feel that, his knowledge, particularly in this power sector and other sectors, whatever way I can do in all the sectors, we should take it forward. Today, actually, we are doing on some areas, green areas, where one subject is solar, which he was not liking, as Nishit told. He said, solar is not a solution long term, because it only works 8 hours in a day. And what will happen to balance 6? We used to have a lot of fight, but finally he agreed that we should do both, this thing. So I thought when I'm making the 13th seminar, I should make the complete first half inauguration session on him only. So that is why we did it. And I really thank everybody. He left us and went to a world of eternal peace and tranquility on his journey of a new life. May his soul rest in peace. Prayers for him and his family. Do what may Niranjan do well. Om Shanti. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your kind words. I would now request Mr. Amitabh Ghosh to share with us the seminar objectives and similar programs conducted by Messrs. GBS Energy Private Limited.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of GBS Energy Private Limited, we welcome you all for today's program of online engineering seminar. Seminar subject is Engineering Overview and Solutions for Construction of Modern Safe Green Buildings and Allied Infrastructure, Challenges, Opportunities and Roadmap. Seminar objectives are: number 1, revise civil engineering curriculum. Number 2, re-evaluate safety factors. Number 3, optimize steel utilization. Number 4, accelerate construction through innovation. Number 5, promote renewable energy adoption. And number 6, reduce project delays and cost overruns. We will address above points in speeches and interactive sessions. Furthermore, we are pleased to announce that we have conducted 12 seminars in last 6 years since 2019, online and offline seminars. One in 2019 one in 2020, three in 2021, one in 2022, four in 2023, one in 2024, and one in 2025. We did seminars on various subjects: power, steel, engineering, material handling, project management and execution, safety, etc. Today we will have 13 seminars will be organized. Details of above will be shown on following slides.
Now we shall proceed towards our main session of the seminar. All speakers will have a time limit of 5 minutes, and to be fair to the other speakers, this will be 1 hour session, and this will be followed by 2 interactive session of 20 minutes. The format is itself innovative, and we have an energy-filled rich discourse on the subject of the main session. That is our objective. The first speaker is Mr. Manas Mohan Ghosh. He's a consultant at INSDAC. Mr. Ghosh, you may start your presentation.
Once again, Chairman sir, I have a meeting around 5:30, around 5. Please grant my leave around 5.
Devu, there is no chairman here.
Okay.
So you can leave, no issue.
Okay.
You know,
Thank
you have
you.
spoken well, there is no issue, this thing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I am happy that we have remembered Niranjan through this. Because
I-
otherwise, Mr. Prasun Chakraborty is in London. So he could connect because it was an online seminar.
Yes.
And you are in Bangalore.
Actually, after coming here, this meeting has come up. There's around 5 in the afternoon. And that's why I told you already. They actually, please kindly allow me to take a leave around 5. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. This is MM Ghosh. I would request to share my PowerPoint presentation. So I would first thank everybody, especially my seniors, pay my homage to Mr. Shah, and I would pay my pranam to 2 persons. First person is my first boss in my professional career, Mr. Somnath Bhattacharya, and my last but one boss, who is also online, Mr. Pritish Kumar Sen. So with this, I start my presentation. The focus, the theme of this seminar is multivarious. So I have selected one point from this theme: steel structures and the opportunities. The opportunities which we are seeing with certain pictures which has already been in live, already constructed. And so what is the position now in India regarding the codes, regarding the structures, the sections which are available, and regarding various other projects? So next, we come with certain pictures. Structural steel and the use of it can be exciting and challenging. We are presenting some pictures which are live. This is the Technopolis building in Salt Lake. Next picture. You see the smart use of steel. The columns, quite long and slender, does not have any lateral restraint. So the stiffness in all the axes are the same. The section which has been used is a circular hollow section. Very smart use of structural engineering senses. Next one. This is also the column which we are focusing here. You see the column base plate, the base connection. Next picture, actually this one. The base connection is to be hinged, and the hinge portion has been done so intelligently. The circular hollow section has been tapered, and the end is fixed with the base plate with the pin, so that there is no development of any sort of moment. An intelligent and efficient use of structural engineering. Next one. This is the Infosys building in Pune. You see a total capsule made of steel. The building inside is the main office of Infosys Pune. The total structure, the envelope that has been developed has been with steel and glass. You see certain openings of glass here and there. Those glass have not, the openings have not been done randomly, but it has been done to use the effective use of natural sources, the light. Next one. This is another view of the same building. You see blue glasses, which is towards the western side, where the sun rays are quite too much of effective. That has been reduced by this tinted sort of glass. The total envelope is made of steel. The office
So you have
building is
two
inside.
more minutes to go. Can you,
Yes, sir.
sir, wrap
Can
up?
you be a little? I'm being little being fast. So next one. Next slide, please. The same. Let us now speed up a little bit. So structural steel, what we have at this moment. Next slide. We have certain codes, IS 2062, which has been developed in 2011, updated in 2011, which speaks about the material. IS 808 has a different gamut of structures, MB, WB, JB, LB, NPB, WPB. Basically, the I section, the channel section, the angle section with various forms. SP6 by 1 is the handbook which gives the properties of these sections. IS 1161, which has been revised in 2014, which is on circular hollow section. IS 4923, revised in 2017, the RHS, rectangular hollow section, and the square hollow section. IS 811 is of the cold form section. So these are the gamuts of the sections which are available according to BIS code in India, manufactured and used by structural engineers for structural engineering purpose. Next one. So here are the open sections, which are the parallel flange. Next one. These are the closed sections, the rectangular hollow, circular hollow, and the square hollow sections. Next one. These are the forms. These are the thin plates and sheets which can be made into different forms to cater to structural engineering. Next. Innovative and creative, some of the pictures. You see, this is a building, Nataraj building, Nataraj Hotel in Ahmedabad, steel and composite construction. Next one. You see the slabs are with concrete, the beams, columns with steel, a combination of concrete, which is better, and the combination with steel. Next one. Here, the secondary beams are castellated beams. So there is also an innovative use of steel. The slab is concrete, beams and columns with steel. Next. These
So
are
your
all
time is over, but you may take 30 more seconds.
okay. So these are all Indian pictures. Next one. So steel sections again. This is from IS 800, which is the code for designing. The sections which are used are shortlisted here. I section, the channel section, angle section. Next one. The plated sections, some of the sections which have been incorporated in IS 800 for designing with steel. Next. The hollow sections, which we have already told, IS 1161 and IS 4923. Next. And these are the sections, especially cold form sections, which can be made into different shapes to suit different purposes. Next. The same one in a different format only shown. Next. So if we go to the sections which are available, the sections can be classified into plastic, compact, semi-compact, and slender. Plastic one, obviously, are the best sections which can be used. And we find that in bending compression, most of the sections are plastic. And in direct compression also, we find it is classified into either slender or non-slender. So most of the sections are non-slender. That is, it can be used very effectively and very efficiently in such structural steel designing. Next one. So these are the revolutionary codes which have been revised very recently.
Time is over.
Yeah,
May
this is
I
the last
request
one.
you to? Yeah.
This is the last one. IS 800 2007, IS 875, which is on wind, IS 1893, and IS 18168 on earthquake, National Building Code 2016, IS 801, which is on cold form design, IRC Indian Road Concrete 6 gives on loading, the commentaries, IRC 22 steel concrete composite construction for bridges, IRC 24 steel bridges. With this, I end my presentation. Where we have the codes in place, we have the sections in place, we have the knowledge in place, we have intelligent and efficient buildings also already done. So we look forward that as we go in our next venture, we should have intelligent and smart sections, smart structures all over the country. With this, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your nice presentation. May I now invite the next speaker, Mr. Amal Sarkar.
Hello,
Yes, sir. Mr.
Mr.
Amal Sarkar.
Orunavo. Mr. Amal Sarkar, unfortunately, he is not in a position to come. So
Okay.
Mr. Orunavo Dattagupta will give the presentation in his presence. Orunavo?
Good evening. Am I audible, please?
Yes.
Pallav, please start the
অমলেরটা
PPT.
দেখাও অমলের পিপিটি
Amol Sarkar, yes. Yes. Since the time is very compressed, let me put it this way, that in the green building, it's a huge chapter. So what Amol has done, has focused on the roof terrace utilization of terrace in making the green building. And in that, there are two options. One is in rainwater harvesting. Another is use of rooftop solar panels. So in the rainwater harvesting system, in the detailed presentation, the drawings, what would be the approximate. Hello.
Yes, sir. Please proceed.
Pallav, please go to the next slide. Yeah. You keep on showing, Pallav. So in that particular issue of the rainwater harvesting, the detailed drawings and the concept is given. So it will be put up in the YouTube, and you can go have a look at it. The short point is that if it is considering, say, 1,000 square feet of the area of the roof, the average kind of a water that could be pumped annually in the ground discharge will be 1.65 lakh to 1.7 lakh liter. Now you know that the underground water level has depleted almost less than 40% now, and we are still pumping a lot of groundwater without arranging for the discharging. So we must start both in standalone building and also in the housing complexes, so that the groundwater recharging starts in a big way now. And the cost is very nominal. It has been shown with simple design, not even 60 to 70,000, considering 1,000 square feet rooftop area. The total investment is coming in less than 65 to 70,000.
Sir, 2 more minutes to go.
Coming to the solar cell, again, rooftop solar cell gives you a lot of option. Here also, your investment will be in the region of 2 to 3 lakhs, depending on type of solar panels we are using. and the ROI is almost 6 years approximately. But consider these facts that the life of the solar panels is more than 20 years. So after 6 years, you will be having huge saving in your power cost because it will be on a net metering basis. So overall payment of electricity to the electricity boards will be continue to be at a very subsidized rate through these solar panels. Now, there are various kind of solar panels, and we all know that it is fast changing world. Right now, it is bifacial, monocrystalline solar panels which are being used. Tomorrow, graphene may come, which will be more than double the capacity of silicon-based. So it is a big opportunity, and we must give lot of emphasis in implementing both rainwater harvesting and use of solar panels. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your quick presentation. Now it is my turn, so I will present very briefly. So I'll be talking about this transformative project process where multi stakeholders can be brought in and we can reach to solutions. Green building is one kind of a future solution which can take use of this. So we implemented this in Jindal Steel and Power recently, and they have some core values and behaviors which was not seeped into the organization, and they wanted to work into that, and they use this process called integration. So in project management we can have some good cases like the Empire State Building where everything worked well, and there are really big failures like the Berlin airport. Now most of this happens due to multi-stakeholder behavior and priorities. So what this process can do, it can bring together more than 30-40 participants and stakeholders, and they can discuss a complex problem. So let's say we have this idea to build a green building, and what should be the criteria. We can bring in policy makers, we can bring in project owners and project executors, and this brings in the tacit knowledge out of a big group like that of 30 people. So this is not a small group or a big conference where both fail to bring the consensus. So this is the structure that this works on, and I will briefly run through the process. So for example, if we want to um solve the problem of time delay or project management failure, we can have these kind of topics: engineering design, cost, dispute resolution. So these are 12 topics that we had formulated for Jindal, and then 5 of them discuss on one of those topics as owners, and then there will be critics. So that is the process which we run, and then there is a collective intelligence that works, and then we come to a consensus. So at Jindal what we did was, in April we had this uh, 45 people participating, and they came to consensus. This is another example, Brainport Smart District, where the smart city was built using this process. And after that, we get some tacit knowledge or underlying levers. So in that Brainport, they found that innovativeness and multi-level governance were some of the critical factors. And then they came out with concrete solutions which we worked on. These are some results from our Jindal experience. And here we found that some of the key levers were right policy level and identification of flagship projects. And then there were underlying levers. And this enabled Jindal to focus on the main levers and take the transformation ahead. So these are some of the results that come in. After that, they came up with 33 initiatives, out of which 11 were given maximum priority. So most of them were future readiness, like autonomous operations in the mines, digital transformation, and you can say green buildings will also be something like this. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now I would request the next speaker um, to present, and that is Mr. Suresh Kumar Gupta, MD of Crane Manufacturing. Is Mr. Gupta there?
Yeah.
Mr. Gupta is there?
No, I think he's not here.
So we
go
can
to
go
the
to
next
the next
speaker.
speaker, Mr. Dheeraj Thakur. He is Senior Business Development Manager, Vishaka Industries, and he will present on future sustainable buildings.
Yeah, he is here. Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, respected dignitaries and fellow participants. I'm here to present the sustainable building solution from Visakha Industries Limited. So, next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. Yeah. So our company is a 40 years old company, and we are listed company in stock exchange, and we have 1,500 crore turnover. Right now, we are here to present you for LGSF solution, one of our solution for building material. Next slide, please.
Next.
So here we are doing fiber cement board manufacturing, as well as we are in the textile, also in the solar and all roofing solution. We are also manufacturing roofing sheets, and we are the structural part we are doing with the VNEX solution. So here I'm present you for the LGSF solution. So next slide, please. So next. So what is LGSF construction? LGSF construction is a technology, is a new efficient construction method where highly tensile galvanized cold rolled steel forming the complete skeleton of a structural building. And the component of these buildings are the next slide. So why we need a LGSF? The conventional structure process is very painful and slow, unable to meet the high volume demand required for the market, unable to meet the deadline and ROI. So, and also is a very effective for the radar rules. So next slide, please. Time is running out, so I'm just forwarding very fast, sir. So the construction is a 200% faster in conventional system in compared to conventional system. So totally the minimize the time wasting, and the flexible construction time will save the money also for the budget. So benefit of the LGS construction is even distributional load, high tensile steel member, best suited for the earthquake zone, suitable for the geoclimatic condition, extreme weathers and extreme climate and altitude. Steel is recyclable, so it's a very valuable resale value, and steel is a green almost. So lightweight structure is easy to handle, easy to transport, also saves foundations cost, design flexibility, best suitable for the all kind of traditional and the model construction designs. Moving toward a total model construction solution, we plan effective construction, avoid rework time and rework cost. Clean, clutter-free, neat construction, saves clean and time and cleaning cost. Scalable for the large scale volume mass housing projects. So next slide. As I said, this is a very fast construction. The low delay happening during the construction, low work efficiency and bond to human errors. So next slide. So it's also very much avoid the illegal mining, like sand is very much illegally mined. So we can contribute while construction this building to environment. So next slide. So as I said, need for green technology, save the sand, save water, save trees, save nature, no dumping, no wastage. Green building technologies we have for the LGSF solutions. The next slide. So as we planned for the construction, we comprise design and construction process is a high-speed production process, save a lot of time, high precision numeric control process, ensure that there is no wastage of site, very high dimensional accuracy because it's perfect shaped house, super efficient construction process, save a lot of manual hours. So it's designs in the factory. So there's a very much precise construction we can construct on the site. So next slide. So are these buildings are safe? Yes, very much safe, sir. Because conventional building use steel reinforcement only at the column and beams, but the LGSF technology uses steel in every wall, every floor, and every roof. This strong network of steel provide even load distribution throughout the structure. We use highly tensile steel that is 570 MPa and high steel the cold roll steel that is 560 MPa. The use for the structure is super strong and against all kind of natural climate. And also this structure is a galvanized steel that is we use AZ150 or ZS275. So it's a best fire rated material are used throughout the structure, and so you get excellent fire safety also. So next slide. It's a totally earthquake resistant building. Due to the even load distribution, the LGS technology is much superior than the safer than conventional building during the earthquake. Even during the design stage, the earthquake load and the region is included in the structural engineering calculations. The next slide. It is safe during the cyclone also. We give a live example of the Vardha in Gujarat happening. So our building is sustained there with a high wind pressure that is 350 kmph. The next slide. It's also safe during the flood because the foundation is very important in the flood prone region. The strong foundation used in the construction is the same as conventional concrete building. The structure is designed to withstand the water load during the flooding. So next slide.
The time is over,
Benefit.
but you may take 30 seconds more.
Okay. So quickly run through the that project we have done, and sir, the last one, sir, last one, the pictures ones. These are some pictures. We did the projects that the IIT Mandi with this LGSF structure, where the skeleton is used for the LGSF and the covering material is the next slide, please. The covering material is the fiber cement board, which we are manufacturing. Next slide. These are the Nepal Embassy project. Next slide. This is a hybrid structure for the Almora Nursing College. The next slide. This is the final finish of the building. There's no brick mortar has been used in this construction. This is the Kolkata project where we did ASB College. The next slide. This is the final picture of the building. So there is no brick mortar has been used in this structure, sir. Only foundation will do with the civil. The next slide. So that's all from our side. Thank you for inviting us, and thank you for the time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for maintaining the time and your lovely presentation. Can we now invite Mr. Sudhir Ranjan Ganguly, sir, ex-GREC Hindustan Paper and Quality Assurance Expert. Mr. Sudhir Ranjan Ganguly, sir.
He's on mute.
Yeah, Mr. Ganguly is on mute.
Mute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now it's okay. Hello.
Yes, it is okay now.
Asha, myself, after spending so many years in industry, I encountered different problems. That is, there may be so many standard operating procedures in different areas, but the problem is who are the people who are to stick to these standard operating procedures. That means, say for example, when making a home, anybody is making his own house, these operating procedures are there, and all engineers, architects, they also prescribe. But who are implementing this? Ordinary laborers. But hardly we employ someone to look after whether they are following or not. They are not following anything. No standard procedure, non-standard procedures are mostly being followed, and resulting into more time consuming, and quality, there is no quality in fact. Say for example, making my own house, a very small example, a brick needs to be watered. It should be wet for a prolonged time. That brick, what is used. Similarly, for cement, mortar, PCC or RCC, you need curing properly. That means after casting, you need to uh, water it continuously for a specified time. Hardly there is anybody doing this. I am really fed up with all these procedures in the sense they are following. Rather, I have to have experience of reporting like this. That sir, we are doing so many houses, nothing is being collapsed. Why do you bother about your house? I said, this is not the question of bothering my house. It's a question of sticking to some norms. At least minimum norms you should stick. So this overseeing procedure of doing things, there are so many things we implement, we specify, but there is hardly people to implement it strictly not, at least to some extent. And this is what I feel utterly disgusting in the sense that neither we want to spend by employing some controlling parameters, like by employing someone, some engineers or coordinators or supervisors who are competent. Not only competent, he has competence, but he has to follow it. This is the problem. I have employed many people in this regard, but whenever I am not there, hardly they follow. Hardly they insist on the laborers to follow the instructions or the minimum procedures. This is where I feel a very gray area of whatever we said and whatever is done. Actually, we must stick to minimum norms, some minimum things to assure some kind of quality. Quality doesn't come like this, isn't it? We have to follow certain norms. But who are following norms? We specify in our drawing, we specify in our specification, we specify everything in our everywhere. But who are going to implement it? Already
Sir, you
nobody.
have 2 more minutes.
Okay. So this is where I want to focus. Kindly look into this, that we must engage someone competent truly, to implement the norms, minimum basic norms of any manufacturing things. So that's all. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, sir. So, any thoughts on green building QA aspects of a green building?
Big building.
Yes, sir.
I can follow. The building of bricks or a
No, green
building.
building, quality assurance for green buildings. Any
Oh,
thoughts on
green
that?
buildings. Yes, green building. Again, I say quality assurance means what? We have to assure quality through what? Through implementing some competent people. We can't assure anything. For talk's sake, quality assurance. But does it assure? In fact, no. No. So green, okay, I don't here. I don't have much time to spend on this green part. This is quite a long aspect. So better
Thank
stop
you, sir. Thank
here.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
May I now request Mr. Bishwajit Ghosh, Director, Surya Barsha Engineer, Energy and Engineering Private Limited.
Actually, Saroj, Vishwajit
Yeah.
is not well.
Okay.
Vishwajit is not well. So
So
I
go to
think
the next speaker.
go to Mr. Pritish Kumar Sen.
Yes. Pritish, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Am I audible? Can I
Yeah.
start?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Thank you. Thank you, Saroj, the anchor of this evening, monitoring so nicely and also particularly with regard to time management. So therefore, I'll also be very particular about my time as mentioned, and we know how much time is there. So I'll speak accordingly, maybe a little earlier I also finish. Okay,
Sir,
Saroj.
5 minutes.
Really very good evening. Thank you. Really very good evening to all fellow panelists. As there are no ladies and the gentlemen who are attending the seminar, at the outset, let me first convey my respect for the departed soul of a beloved, our member led Sri Niranjan Saha, who passed away on 10th April, as mentioned so very. I really can't believe that he is not here in this seminar. As Mr. Ghosh mentioned, he used to be there in all seminar. This is the 13th one, and all 13, all the 12 before that he was there. When he started in 2019, that seminar in physical, he was very much there, coming, and really they're taking the show. And we missed him really. He always to be there in, or though not physically, but he will remain in our memory forever. Having said that, let me congratulate once again Mr. Ghosh and the team, the GBS Energy, for organizing yet another webinar on such an important topic, and the engineering overview, solution, and construction of the modern green allied structure, challenges, opportunities, and roadmap. The topics are excellent. I salute their energy and their dedication, and wish them all success in the future endeavor, whatever many. And nice to see the presentations of many, and also good to see Manus, that of INSDAG. He presented with regard to this steel construction, the codes, although very briefly because of the time limit. And as because I have also have the steel background, I'll mention about the steel and some practices which is being done in this construction. And for the betterment of this future, there has to be some codes, some particular specifications to be done. And I may say, like, although we do construction, although it is reduced now, but you people generally feel that whenever you go and make a building, we first we contact the who is the contractor that area constructed building, maybe some masons or something, and you approach them and they say that okay, he has made so many buildings, he has got a good exposure, and he has got a good reference also. Then he is contacted, and they know some places where some building to be passed by the municipality, they go through the architect or structural designer, otherwise they do it themselves. So therefore, these practices has to be stopped. We must spend time with the designer for the optimal design, architect to give this one with a better shape in the future, and also the best betterment of this building, like people like INSDAG and all, to be consulted while doing this steel building. And in a nutshell, so they are the one to be contacted, because these practice, although people are contacting these, their architects, structural engineers, but steel suppliers and steel producers and the steel designer, architect, there has to be more combination. They are, they have to do this sort of interaction more, so that make it properly go to the steel building or whatever building. And steel being, for the green building, steel has to be there. Instead of concrete building, probably steel building will come. And yeah, I'll just give in a very briefly with regard to one of this consortium being done by World Steel Association. It is called Living Steel, and I happen to be there in that project. I was on secondment to World Steel Association from Tata Steel, and they constructed the building around the world to showcase that beauty of the steel structure, steel building, and also what is to be done. At that time, I am talking about long back, about 20 years back, it is seen that 6.8 billion people are there in this earth that time, and probably another by 2030, more another 2 billion people will be added into the world. And so therefore, like every day, the need of the infrastructure, need of the building will be much higher. So now I see that it was that time mentioned 6.8 billion people were there in the
2 more minutes.
to 2025 as of 2005, and they mentioned two more. I find that now it is almost like 8.2, it comes to 8.8 billion by 2030, but I see now in 25 with the world meter it is coming around 8.23 billion. So therefore the need for the building is very high. One statistic says, as per the United Nations, that every hour 4,000 units of buildings are required. So for that reason, we did one construction here in Kolkata also. There international architect winning design called Living Steel. That building called Restello, it is there in the new town. And some of the people, INSDAG was also part of it. And some of the people, if they can visit that place, it is a beautiful building. It is a twin skin building. PRC Corner of UK was the winning architect for this. As because the time is short, otherwise I would have shown you a little video. and also some pictures, actual one. With this, let me finish here. I hope I am in time. Thank you very much once
Yes, sir,
again.
you are
All for
spot on time. Thank you, sir, for
Thank you,
maintaining
thank you,
it.
thank you very much. Thank you, thank you,
Thank you,
thank
sir.
you. We'll see that pictures and the small video later sometime.
Surely, sir.
I am now requesting Mr. Amol Sengupta to deliver his speech.
Good evening. This is Amol Sengupta. Today's agenda is engineering overview and solution for safe green construction by modern technology with upgraded methodology and systems. So, the challenges, opportunity, and roadmap on best effective engineering. Civil engineering plays a crucial role in safe and green construction. It is offering numerous opportunities while facing significant challenges. This approach is addressing several challenges including cost, material sourcing, long-term performances while offering opportunities to reduce waste and improve resource efficiency which promote the healthier environment. Civil engineering stands at the crossroad of technological advancement and growing for the societal needs. Therefore, success of civil engineering projects lies in a proactive approach to design by rigorous geotechnical and hydrological assessment, adoption of cutting-edge materials and construction techniques, integration of advanced technologies such as BIM, Building Information Modeling, IoT, Internet of Things, and drones. So, civil engineering is the backbone of modern society, responsible for basic designing and maintaining all the infrastructural facilities like houses, building, bridges, railways, roads, water system, and environment that supports daily life. Therefore, the main challenges are structural design, geotechnical design, and environmental design. The challenges, opportunities, and roadmaps with 10 commandments for green constructions are elaborated in my brief notes and presentation. However, for future and modern effective civil and other engineering are presently AI-driven engineering leverages. So, artificial intelligences are used to optimize design, predict failure, and automate tasks. Ultimately, that will be leading to an efficient and effective engineering process. AI can analyze vast database set, make informed decisions, and even learn from experience, improving efficiency, performance, and reducing effective cost. The role of AI in modern engineering system: automation, streamlining manufacturing process, enabling precision in operation and maintenance by machines, data analysis, extracting actionable insights from massive data, robotics, enhancing efficiency in the field of medical healthcare, agriculture, space exploration, and all other sectors of social welfare. However, due to shortage of time, the details of AI used in modern engineering system, AI transforming engineering, specific application and benefit of AI in engineering research, and the key AI techniques used in engineering research are elaborated in my brief notes and presentation. Future trend of engineering system with AI, increased use of IoT and big data. AI will continue to leverage vast amount of data generated by IoT, Internet of Things, sensors, and all other sources to improve infrastructure management and decision making. Integration of AI with BIM. AI will be increasingly integrated with the BIM, Building Information Modeling, to enhance and optimize design engineering, procurement, construction, productive operation and maintenance. Development of AI powered tools. AI will be developed and deployed as tools for various tasks in civil engineering, such as design optimization, construction management, and structural health monitoring. The tool is also used in all other engineering, science, and technology by machine learning system, MLS. In summary, AI is transforming all engineering research, offering the new possibilities for resolving all the complex problems involving improvement, efficiencies, reducing cost, and enhancing infrastructural facilities with best performances on all types of operation and maintenance. AI will be the main future trend from engineering to execution on each of the desired end result to achieve best performance without any mistake in all the fields of human life and social welfare activities on green construction environment for the new world. Thank you.
So then, sir, we can proceed to the next session.
Interactive session.
Interactive session. Also, the interactive session will be debate and threadbare on the following objectives: revise civil engineering curriculum, reevaluate safety factors, and optimize steel utilizations. Chairperson are Mr. BP Sarkar, ex Tata Steel and Steel Tech, and Mr. Somnath Bhattacharya, reputed steelwork designer. So time allotted is 20 minutes. Mr. Sarkar and Mr. Bhattacharya, you may start.
Mr. Bhattacharya to unmute. He is speaking, but we can't hear him. Mr. Bhattacharya to unmute.
Unmute.
Yeah, Mr. Bhattacharya, you have to unmute.
Unmute. Yes.
Now I'm audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Mr. Sarkar?
And Mr. BP Sarkar.
Mr. Sarkar?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But there's no video.
Yeah.
No, there is no video.
At least I can't see myself.
But you.
Yeah, your video is not there, sir, but we can hear you.
Okay. So, should I start?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
put the video on.
Okay, if it is audible.
Video on. You can put we can see everybody, but not you. You can put your video on, Vishnuda. We can hear you, but we can't. Your video is not shown. Yes, now
Yeah.
it is seen. Now it is seen. Yes. Now we can see you. Yeah.
Thank you all the experts and participants here, and thanks special to Amitav for giving the opportunity. Just been told interactive sessions, so I'll have to interact and not speak myself much. I'm from steel industry, and not exactly about the design and others, but only few words I'll just say about it. First is design. The government of India is spending a lot on infrastructure. There were plenty of projects, but when we see the projects here, there'll be more requirement of high-rise buildings. Like say in Calcutta, there is a 62-story building, which may be about 800 feet, whereas in Burj Khalifa, it is 2,800 foot. Saudi Arabia, they are constructing 3,200 foot building, 167 story. So we are much behind in the design part of it. So in the curriculum of the civil engineering, I think the most stress should be given on steel structure building, high-rise building. We are still dependent on foreign experts for designing it. Secondly, about the steel quality. Mostly, if you find that the steel from secondary sectors, you'll have to be very careful regarding the composition part of it, sulfur, phos, carbon, ductility, etc. Second is about the corrosion resistances of steel.
Either it should be epoxy coating or even stainless steel. If it permits, if it's a coastal area, you'll have to use stainless steel, because when you are making building, it has to last for many, many years. So you'll have to think about the quality of steel you are using. Nowadays, mostly we are shifting towards the steel structure. But still, if we see what is happening actually in India, the plenty of bridges, flyovers, they have, including Calcutta Post area, they have failed miserably. It should not have happened. If you see China, they are much ahead in uh, civil construction. Thirdly, the prefabricated building, the China is very good. Again, they're doing it very well. Every day, one story is coming up, and it is a sustainable and low cost project if it is prefabricated. Uh, so we'll have to see the curriculum, safety part of it. There should not be accidental failure. Whether we have seen even in the airport also, it is just structure falling off with all the modern design of steel column, hollow structures, etc. Something need to be done. That is my personal view, of course. Uh, so these are the few areas which I wanted to say about. So basically, the steel structural design, thirdly, quality of steel, and prefabricated buildings. These three areas, I think one must see, and the safety is the most important. And if you use steel, it will be automatically green. We are already going for making green steel, and you less concrete means less of CO2 emission. So I think my next uh, colleague will be able to tell further on this.
Okay. Mr. Sarkar, have you finished?
Yes.
Yes. My point is in civil curriculum. At present, there is a very limited focus in this curriculum. It is mainly biased on reinforced concrete, cement concrete structures and these things. Whereas in industry side, steel construction and modern techniques are going ahead, which is not a part of curriculum. That should be immediately thought of to include the modern necessity of updating the curriculum is modern construction techniques, industry alignment, innovation and sustainability, emphasize sustainable and innovative construction methods such as green buildings and energy efficient designs. Benefits will be enhanced employability. You see, nowadays the engineers are coming with certain knowledge, but in industry it's entirely different. It has become now green building with steel structure, which is not there in the curriculum. So if we can revise this curriculum, then the engineers will come ready to be better utilized, enhance employability, improve competitiveness, and innovation and research. Now, in steel, reinforced cement concrete structure there is much scope of development and research in steel structures. As Manoj Ghosh has explained, how a support condition, if you change, and a circular section, the economical design can be done. So suggested, my suggestion is steel structures in depth coverage for of steel structures, including design, analysis, and construction, composite material, which is not at all part of the curriculum nowadays. But it's a very recently what this Chenab bridge is constructed. Bottom part is a composite section because it has to withstand this Richter scale 8 earthquake. Prefabricated construction. PEB is a very popular now in the industry. The PEB, in curriculum, there is no idea about that, PEB. And sustainable construction, emphasis on sustainable construction practices, including green buildings and energy efficiency. Now, by revising the civil engineering curriculum to encompass modern construction techniques and materials, educational institutions can better prepare graduates for the demands of the industry. Next is safety factor. You see, I spent my whole life in structural design, in design office rather. I find that our codes are very, very conservative. You see, being conservative is okay, but effect is you are utilizing more material. There are a lot of factors in our code is there. Should this was done by long back experts with some experiments or statistical data which has been developed. But time has come. This should be this should be compared with our Euro codes, American codes, what Chinese are using, all these things. So this should be studied, and this needs a lot of research and data collection is there. But if the time has come, if we want to really go for a cost-effective with optimal quantities, because after all, wastage of material is national wastage. I think, but designers have been restricted by bounded by those all these factors. We cannot go beyond IS 800, and the instead by stat something is coming. We cannot go beyond that. But why these safety factors should be revisited? But there will be some international best practice, performance based design, risk based design, so reliability based design. So this has to be thought of. If we give some brainstorming in this, we'll find that we can revise or have a relook to the safety factors. Yes. What will be the benefits? Enhanced safety. Re-evaluation can lead to more accurate and effective safety assessments, ensuring structures meet safety requirements. Improved efficiency. At this, some modernized designers have been already. Here Mr. Thakur has presented that one. So improve efficiency. Optimized safety factors can reduce unnecessary conservation, leading to more efficient use of materials and resources, which is very important nowadays. Cost effectiveness by minimizing over design, re-evaluation can result in cost saving without compromising the safety. Potential challenges. Challenges will be there: data collection and analysis, stakeholder engagement, and code update and training. These are the three major challenges, but you have to overcome that. That is possible. The third one is optimization of steel utilization. Analyze the strategies employed by leading steel producing countries, such as China, focusing, Mr. Sarkar has already mentioned, focusing on the development of thinner, lighter sections and balanced safety factors. Promote adoption of these innovations to improve steel efficiency and reduce wastage in Indian construction. For this, Manos has already given some examples of those formed sections. But in our project management who has gone through the project, there is one agency called consultant. You have to convince this thing to consultant, then and that will be supported by the manufacturer and designer and of course project management. This thing, then only we can get through. Development of thinner, lighter sections, I have already told. Balanced safety factors, advanced steel production techniques. China has expanded its steel production capacity, reaching 1.173 billion tons in 2023, and an average capacity utilization of 87%. India can leverage similar production techniques to improve steel quality and efficiency. Benefits: improve steel efficiency by adopting these innovations. India can reduce steel wastage and enhance the overall efficiency of construction projects. Cost saving: optimized steel utilization can lead to significant cost saving, making construction projects. Environment benefits: reduce material wastage and waste can contribute to more sustainable construction practices, aligning with India's environment goals. Quality concerns: it is a domestic steel industry faces quality concern, dependency on import. Whenever some extraordinary steel is required, we are importing from China and this thing. So that dependency will reduce. Infrastructure investment. to develop this technology and this thing, our infrastructure investment is also called for. Way forward. Whatever I told, invest in research and development, upgrade infrastructure, promote industry, balance safety standards. By adopting these strategies, India can optimize steel utilization, reduce waste, and enhance the sustainability of its construction. Now I'm finishing. You can interactive actions and start.
Just one line I want to add. This use of artificial intelligence and machine learning, I think that must be there in the curriculum so that it can help design faster and more efficient. Uh, Now, participant can
Okay.
ask questions and we can have interactive session.
I think so. Very valid points put up, and this is the beauty of interaction between industry experts and those who are in
Yes.
academics. I think that is one thing Mr. Sen also pointed out during his lecture. So I think other panelists may interact with Mr. Bhattacharya and Mr. Sarkar.
Yeah, can I interject?
Yes, sir.
First of all, I totally agree with both of them. The most important point, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
See, any work has got two elements, quantity and rate. Quantity multiplied by the rate is the cost or the price. Here, everybody will talk about the rate. They will not talk about the quantity. They will not say why you cannot reduce the quantity. This is a fallacy. And next is, if you want to reduce the quantity, that as Somnath told, then we have consultants. In my whole life, I have not faced a single incident where the consultant has told, Mr. Ghosh, why don't you reduce the weight?
Yes.
This is ironical. Ironical. Why? As I find two reasons. Number one, if the quantity is more, the consultant will have a better price because this is on the basis of the quantity. This is one. And number two, customer feels for the same price, I'm getting more steel. Sometimes more steel is not good, but still they feel they have more steel. So this is the paradox. And then the price of steel. Price of steel, only God knows what is the variation. You take a fixed price contract and suddenly you see the price has shooted up. Customer will not give any extra. So then you have to do analysis of the steel work, And there also there is a problem why you should not reduce much to this thing. Whereas, as he has told, in all developed countries, including China, the trend is how to reduce the weight.
Yes.
As you are going ahead, reduce. When I go outside, let's say I have gone to Alstom Lisbon. They were doing the hydromechanical. They said, Mr. Ghosh, where is the project? If it is in India, then it is 15-20% more weight. I said, why? Because your code. I don't, you don't feel good if somebody tells that. But it is a fact. I'll give you one example. There is a factor called corrosion allowance. 1.5 mm corrosion allowance. That is, if the structure is exposed to atmosphere, you have to reduce the thickness because you take care of the corrosion. So when I talk to Germans, let's say, they said that, how did you get this 1.5 mm? Why not it is 2? Why not it is 1? I said, it's empirical. He said that if there is a 65, 6 angle, then this direction 1.5, this direction 1.5. So you will calculate with 3 millimeter. So you do good substitution, good painting, but don't put all these factors. You know, long time back, I would say, BOF shop, steel melting shop or Argilla steel plant, long time back, it collapsed. So it was found that huge debris and all, it was on the top of the building, so it has collapsed. So solution is that not the cleaning of the debris. Solution is you take that extra load in the design. That is the solution. This thing. So what I am saying that
Sir, we have
unless
3 more minutes.
Yes, sure.
So this is what I am making.
And steel plants decided for that dust failure, decided is it cannot be the GI sheet. It has to be out of 6 thick, 8 thick plates. Can you think of huge tonnage of plates are being wasted there?
See, lastly, I would say I have told earlier also, if you reduce 5% of the steel weight, which is not a great thing for a steel designer, then India is producing 100 million ton steel. If you take 50 rupees per kg, then 5% means 25,000 crores saving. I mean, I'm just saying. So you can save a lot of things, but the question is, the designer will say, why do we save? My salary is same. So there has to be some incentive to the people. You get my point? So there, and another last point I would say, the relationship between the steel producer and steel designer. There has to be harmonical. I mean, they should interact very closely. There is not much talk, Designer is going this way, producer is going this way. As Manoj has told rightly, if you see there's a drastic change, angle, channel and joist is now not used. Now hollow box, hollow rectangle, hollow pipe is a change. So you have to focus on that production rather than joist or even H-beam. Not much used. You have to put it on a box. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Anybody else?
But what you say, Ghosh is saying there's a lot of commercial part of it, whether you'll use a higher section of steel or lower section of steel. There's some commercial things are also coming up. So hopefully once AI can be used properly and AI can design it, we can get optimum solution.
No, I interject again. China is producing around 1,000 million ton steel yearly. And we are, say, around 100. And if you see any construction, China is much lighter than India. People think that if I reduce the steel weight, then my steel will not be sold. But this is not correct.
But anyway, can you tell me this Costa Bridge, which is a steel bridge, why it has failed? Is it because
Which one?
Costa Steel Bridge.
Which steel bridge?
Posta.
Vivekananda Road, which collapsed.
Howrah to the Girish Park Bridge. There is a steel bridge, and nobody is saying that the less steel was used. If so, if it is more steel was used, why should it fail?
No, I do not know whether it is more or less. There are two things I should say. This case was to be investigated. It was not done. Number two, there is no reason to blast it away. It could have been done still. I mean, this is a very, very paradox. After doing so much of percentage of steel flyover, then it is unfortunate. It has to be like, of course, we are doing a new automobile factory also. So there is.
Sir, we are time is over, but we may continue for 1 minute because it is
that is okay.
Okay.
I have a point. Here.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, as Mr. Sarkar was very correctly pointing out, that in other countries, the high-rise buildings using steel, that has been practiced for a very long time, and there are umpteen number of examples where there are tall buildings with steel. But in India, we are lacking very much in this respect, and I fully agree with him that there should be concerted effort by the policymakers, by the government, by the integrated steel plant, integrated steel plants who are producing this kind of steel, promoting their steel also. The designers should be particularly oriented for this kind of design, whether, and the architects also should agree that yes, steel buildings can be done. But in India, we are not doing it. We are not having
Yes.
not as many steel structured buildings as it should have been. It is not there. It is unfortunate because and also there's a concerted effort has to be there also, that it has entrepreneurs have to be convinced. Yes, yes, with steel we can definitely do a better job, and it will be economical, it will be safer, it will be more earthquake resistant. So all those things have to come
Yes.
into place. So there, INSDAG, I feel INSDAG has a big role to play in this also. They can work as a catalyst for this kind of movement. This movement must be there in India. We are lacking behind it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your inputs. I think with this, we will move forward to our second interactive session. Very enriching and very important things that has been brought out in the first session. So the second session is on accelerating construction through innovation, promote renewable energy adoption, and reduce project delays and cost overrun. Mr. Achinta Kumar Sarkar, ex-executive director, ISCO Steel, and Mr. Amitabh Ghosh will be the panelists. So please, you may start.
Mr. Ghosh, please.
So I would request Mr. Sarkar, because he is a
Okay.
project expert.
Okay, no problem. Let me start with the last topic. The other two topics Mr. Ghosh can touch upon: the project delays and how to cut the cost overruns and time overruns in projects. Actually, there is a big debate on the method of implementation of projects. If you see the way the private sector people are implementing projects, and if you see as a contrast how the public sector enterprises are implementing the projects, the methodology is entirely different. So there should be a balance, and there are limitations of the public sector undertakings. They cannot go beyond certain limits, certain policy decisions. Their executives or top executives are not able to take on the spot decisions, and there are a lot of constraints. There are a lot of checks. So all those things are behind taking decisions at appropriate time, and fast decisions and bold decisions. It's not very difficult to take, but at the same time, this kind, if you see very, I'm telling because I belong to public sector. I have worked in private sector also. If you see similar projects being done by public sector and similar project being done by private sector, the same capacity of a particular facility, maybe a blast furnace or a rolling mills or a steel melting shop, you will see the total capital cost is entirely different, and it is not a small difference. It's a big difference, a huge percentage of difference. This is because of implementation methodology. This is a thing which our policymakers should look into. And for implementing the project in time, each and every component of the project management faculty or for project management team must be absolutely tuned to do whatever is required to be done to done the project in time. So there is a lack in this. There are see I have seen live examples where the person who is supposed to make the purchases for the project, there are enormous delays in sending out inquiries, enormous delays in evaluation, enormous delays in placement of order. So the first thing goes delay. First component of delay goes into it. Secondly, even prior to that, there are delays on design also. And design aspect also, I have seen that maybe the wrong design agency has been chosen, and maybe 6 months lost fighting whether this way, that way, this way. So so every element of the construction team, every component of the construction team, every member of the construction team must be tuned to work together and see that the things are done properly. And also for you see, for each and every aspect there are ways how we can do the job properly. So for the material management man, he must have a absolutely robust sort of data back, where he should go for a particular component, where he should go for a particular specialized valve or some equipment. If those informations are not there with the purchase man, he is likely to go here and there and make mistakes. I have seen that one order for a valve has been placed. After 6 months, that order is rejected because they have done it in a wrong way. That means the selection of that particular party was wrong. So these are the things which are building into the delay of the project. So for doing a project in time, I feel that the entire team has to be absolutely tuned to do the project in time. It's not possible that it is done like a magic. It's not a magic. It is absolutely a hard work and very well coordinated work that is required. That's how the project is done. But unfortunately, our projects are not done this way. You can hardly show any project in recent past, except for Reliance project or some of the nowadays. Of course, there has been a lot of improvement in railway projects and in infrastructure projects, road building projects. There are a lot of improvements. But if you even see the process equipment projects are still delayed. Steel plant projects are enormously delayed. Why? I don't know. There are ways that means, and this really adds to the loss to the total exchequer. This is my submission regarding the delay part of it. The other parts, I have something to say, but I think the time will not permit. Mr. Ghosh, please.
Okay. So thank you. One point, the first point was accelerate construction through innovation. This is the point, objective also. The precast wall and composite wall panel can significantly accelerate construction while providing numerous benefits. So one is of course the faster construction. Second is the precast wall and composite wall with PUF panel. Fast construction, improved quality, increased durability, energy efficiency, and cost effective. Advantage of composite wall panel is lightweight, high strength, thermal insulation, aesthetic appeal, and prefabricated modular construction, modular design, efficient assembly, improved quality control. Precast concrete is durability, flexibility, and sustainability good. Potential applications, residential buildings, commercial buildings, and of course industrial facilities. By leveraging precast wall, composite wall, panel, prefabricated modular construction, and precast concrete, construction projects can benefit from faster completion time, improved quality, and increased durability. Now, next is promote renewable energy adoption. Of course, this is well known. Rooftop solar panel plays a vital role in promoting renewable energy adoption. Rooftop solar panel benefit is renewable energy source, net zero emission, energy cost saving, sustainability, and energy independence. Advantage for building is increased property value, improved energy efficiency, and enhanced sustainability. And government incentives and policies against tax credits, net metering, and renewable energy targets. Future direction is, of course, energy storage, smart grids, and innovative financing. By promoting rooftop solar panel, we can accelerate the transition to renewable energy, reduce greenhouse emissions, and create a more sustainable future. Yes.
Sir, very well put points, I think, both by Mr. Ghosh and Mr.
Shortcut.
Ajita. Yeah. And I think, I came across all these, what, sir, you mentioned in Jindal itself.
Ah,
So we saw that Paharpur now makes all its cooling towers using precast. And
yes.
Jindal had given one to Paharpur, the second one to its own PPEL, where I was working, power plant engineers. And we then made the second cooling tower with precast. So a lot of problems happened because these, skilled labor and then proper welding at site and to make the molds for the precast was not there. But finally they did it. So this is already happening as we speak. And then they were building a labor colony for 4,000 people, and they used this prefab containers and buildings to make them. And then we proposed a solar rooftop solution for that, but they saw that the break even was not coming, so they didn't go for it. So as rightly said, the financing is a big portion which will play in these green buildings. How the financing is done will be very critical. And sir, this cost overrun, lot of this also happens because of engineering delays and engineering inputs. For example, if they don't procure some equipment in the plant, they don't get the load details, and so the structure can also not be made. So pre-engineered or pre-engineered projects will also be very critical, where in the infra and buildings this has already come, where they use building information management, and they monitor entirely with the 3D AutoCAD to avoid clash in piping, electrical, etc. But that is yet to come in the industrial side.
Yeah. Can I interject one point?
Yes, sir.
See, in the making the building for common people, we spend our lifetime saving in making the building, which has to stay for decades, generations. So, but we don't give much importance to the engineering and knowledge input for making the building. As Mr. Sen told, PT, our local contractor, whoever is available, they become our guide and God. Whatever they are dealing, we spend money on that. So it is never cost effective, finally. Planning also, we don't give to a good people who can do a good planning, you enjoy throughout your life. And bad planning, you suffer continuously. I'll now request Mr. Urnabo Dattagupta for deliverance of vote of thanks.
Good evening to all. As we conclude this enlightening technical seminar, I am honored to extend our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who contributed to its success. First and foremost, our sincere thanks to our esteemed speakers for sharing their invaluable insights and expertise. We are also grateful to each and every participant for their active engagement and enthusiasm. Our gratitude to Mr. B.P. Sarkar and Mr. Somnath Bhattacharya, Chairpersons Interactive Session 1, and Mr. Amitabh Ghosh and Mr. Achunta Kumar Sarkar, Chairpersons Interactive Session 2. My heartfelt thanks to Amitabh for his tireless efforts, right from conceptualization to implementation of the event, ably supported by anchor Dr. Surajkant Singh and other members of organizing committee. The seminar could not have succeeded without their dedication and hard work. A special acknowledgement to our technical support team for ensuring seamless online experience. We fondly recall late Mr. Niranjan Saha and shall continue to carry forward his thoughts and ideas through future endeavors. We especially thank all the attendees for their participation and for making this seminar a resounding success. Let us put in practice the knowledge, ideas, and connections we have gained today. Thank you once again, and we look forward to your presence in our future events. Namaskar and goodbye.